The zero conditional. Language level B1, B2 intermediate. Zero conditional. If, unless, when, until, plus present simple or imperative. We use the zero conditional to talk about things that are generally true in the present or in the past, in particular laws and rules, or to give instructions if a condition is met. If I eat too much chocolate, I feel sick. If you see a spider, run. It gets cold here when the sun goes down. If we called each other names, my parents grounded us for a week. Zero conditional. If, when plus present, imperative. If, when plus past. We write a comma after the if clause when it is at the beginning of the sentence. We can change the order of the two clauses. Facts which are generally true or scientific facts. The condition always has the same result. When the sun goes down, it gets cold here. It gets cold here when the sun goes down. If we called each other names, my parents grounded us for a week. My parents grounded us for a week if we called each other names. If you see a spider, run. Zero conditional. If clause equals condition main clause equals result. If, when plus present, imperative. If, when plus past. If, unless, when, until plus present simple, imperative. The if in this conditional can usually be replaced by when without changing the meaning. We can change the order of the two clauses without changing the meaning. If you smoke, you get yellow fingers. If you heat ice, it melts. Lots of people come if Jenny has a party. The river freezes if it's very cold. Zero conditional. If, when plus present simple. In zero conditional sentences, you can replace if with when, because both express general truths. The meaning will be unchanged. Examples. If you heat ice, it melts. With comma. Ice melts if you heat it. Without comma. When you heat ice, it melts. Ice melts when you heat it. If it rains, the grass gets wet. The grass gets wet if it rains. When it rains, the grass gets wet. The grass gets wet when it rains. Zero conditional. Summary, grammar explanation. Conditionals describe the result of a certain condition. The if clause tells you the condition, if you study hard, and the main clause tells you the result, you will pass your exams. The order of the clauses does not change the meaning. Examples. If you study hard, you will pass your exams. You will pass your exams if you study hard. Conditional sentences are often divided into different types. Zero conditional. What is the zero conditional? We use the zero conditional to talk about things that are generally true, especially for laws and rules. Scientific facts are often covered by the zero conditional. If I drink too much coffee, I can't sleep at night. Ice melts if you heat it. When the sun goes down, it gets dark. The structure is if, when, plus present simple. Zero conditional. If, when, plus present simple. The zero conditional uses if or when and must be followed by the simple present or imperative. For example, when it rains, tennis lessons are held in the gym. If it rains, tennis lessons are held in the gym. When John is out of the office, I take his calls. If John is out of the office, I take his calls. Zero conditional. Review the zero conditional examples. If water reaches 100 degrees, it boils. It is always true, there can't be a different result sometimes. If I eat peanuts, I am sick. This is true only for me, maybe, not for everyone, but it's still true that I'm sick every time I eat peanuts. If I wake up late, I'm late for work. If my husband cooks, he burns the food. If Julie doesn't wear a hat, she gets sunstroke. If people eat too much, they get fat. If you touch a fire, you get burned. Zero conditional. Review the zero conditional examples. People die if they don't eat. You get water if you mix hydrogen and oxygen. Snakes bite if they are scared. If babies are hungry, they cry. If children don't eat well, they aren't healthy. If you mix water and electricity, you get a shock. If people eat too many sweets, they get fat. If you smoke, you get yellow fingers. If children play outside, they don't get overweight. Zero conditional. Review the zero conditional examples. If you heat ice, it melts. If I speak to John, he gets annoyed. I feel good the next day if I go to bed early. Lots of people come if Jenny has a party. She buys expensive clothes if she goes shopping. My daughter passes her exams if she works hard. David is sick if he drinks milk. The river freezes if it's very cold. I like to visit the museums if I am in a new city. I cycle to work if the weather is fine. My flatmate cleans really well if she cleans the house. Everybody is grumpy if it rains a lot. Summary. Zero conditional. Condition. Generally true. Result. Present or past. Happy learning. Thank you for listening.